Yo, what is going on? My name's Young Falcon, and today we are going to review one of the best movies, if not the best anime movie of all time, let alone one of the best movies of 2019, Promare. Now, as an anime connoisseur myself, I only watch the best of the best, alright? The tip of the top, the high echelon of anime films. Okay, I don't watch your typical, boring, generic, dull shonens. No, no, no. I watch only the most refined anime, okay? Your Evangelions, I'm joking. Let me calm down. What I am trying to say here, however, is Promare is easily one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's one of those movies you really have to go in there knowing basically nothing about. I could just walk in there and tell you this movie's lit. You just gotta watch it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You just have to watch it, right? It is getting a theater duration extension, so more people can see the movie now, which is top tier. Shout outs to Studio Trigger for that. But there's something about this movie that's just really, really good, and I'm gonna try to explain it the best I can without spoiling anything, because I really don't want spoilers to be out at all for this show until, more people get a chance to see it because it was in such a select release. So I guess I'll start with my synopsis or whatever. So basically, it's about this big world-ending, borderline world-ending event, excuse me, that happens with these diseased people called Burnish. They basically all get super tilted and start shooting fire out, and the intro does a really good job of just showing how crazy things get in the world over the course of 30 years, like really rapid phase. And then eventually it cuts to, the future, and there's these firefighting guys. There's these firefighting guys. We close in on our main guy, Gallo, right? And he's pretty cool, typical guy. He likes hyping up the crowd. He's really bombastic. He can throw hands. He's cool. We get an intro into all the different people that work on this firefighting team, and it's up to them to take down one of the other terrorist organizations and uncover maybe a little bit of a conspiracy going on behind the scenes. It's basically the best plot synopsis I can give, right? There are a bunch of characters, some of them important, some of them not so important, and that's besides the point. I really, really do mess with just how top tier everything is, right? The animation, for starters, is absolutely gorgeous. It's easily some of the best animation I've ever seen, and probably that's thanks to the CGI. Like, the CGI in this movie, it's blatant that it's CGI, but it feels like a game cutscene rather than like a modern game cutscene, not like a PS2 stilted, mid cutscene, like Oblivion or some stuff like that. Like, I mean, the cutscenes here feel like I'm watching a super go down in Guilty Gear, right? Like, stuff is getting crazy. The animation for it was top tier. There's a bunch of really strong moments in the show where it's like just keeps getting crazier and crazier, and you just can't believe it, right? Like, where are they gonna go next? And then they go there, and that's one of the best feelings of a movie, especially when it comes to this action kind of movie, where it's just like they won't do that, and then they do it, and it's like, you know what I mean? So when a movie does a good job of utilizing that, it's usually hitting all the check marks for me. The storyline's also just surprisingly deep for a mech thing, which is kind of taken aback, but also not really, because it is the mech genre we're talking about. I mean, mech shows have been notorious for forcing or having just a lot of super deep philosophical themes or humanistic themes, and this movie also delves into that territory a lot, but it does it with pretty good, gentleness, right? It doesn't just have to like deep throw it and shove it in your face or try to be really hand-fisty about it. It's very, kind of subdued, kind of like, this is the world. All right, see how bad stuff is getting, right? See what's going on in this world. This is what we can do to fix it. It might parallel real life a little bit, just saying. And, nothing personal, right? You can tell that writing actually had a lot of care put into it, especially with the way it wrapped up. So, kudos to that. Another thing I really enjoyed is just the music, right? Bro, the soundtrack. The soundtrack is phenomenal. There's literally nothing wrong with the soundtrack. There's not a single bad song, not a single piece that's like, I gotta skip this. All of it is incredibly solid music, and the lyrics on top of that do such a great job of conveying what the characters are thinking in their moments and stuff, which is always a bonus, my boy. I love when shows and movies do that. They have the lyrics kind of match what the characters are thinking. It's one of the reasons why y'all like Ruby, because Ruby does a very good job of that. That show's still trash, but I gotta give credit where credit's due, okay? So there's a lot that is to be loved when it comes to Promare, right? The characters are just endearing. They're all great. They're wonderful, especially the main Fire Force team, right? You really think they're gonna be these kind of generic stereotypes or whatever, but they all just have way too much charm and heart, and it just they're too wholesome. Or it's like these guys can be one dimensional for a little bit, right? I just love it. So there's everything about Promare is great. It's really, again, it's really hard to talk about this movie without spoiling anything, but just it's incredible, right? If you're a fan of mech action stuff or mech stuff in general, or maybe you're a fan of the more fake deep or deeper kind of animes, you're definitely gonna pull up to this one. I really think you should pull up to this one because it's got a lot of that going on. If you're a fan of Studio Trigger, are you dumb? Just watch the movie. It's Studio Trigger, like, literally at their best. It's one of their best movies, if not their best movie of all. It's great. It's actually phenomenal. And if you're just a fan of anime in general, I don't know why you're not watching From Air. You kind of mess it up. Yeah, just enjoy. Overall, if I had to give Promare a rating, like I guess like a score, I'd probably give it like a 10. It's super good, dude. It's incredible. Like, it's just really, really good. But those are just my thoughts. So those are my thoughts on Promare. Very quickly, just getting it out there. Everyone's been talking about this movie. I will go super in depth and more like, examine-y and stuff like that with the characters and story, and you get the gist, because I've seen it like 3 times now, but at a later date, because I want this movie to have its time to, really get an audience, really get a following. I know it already has a bit of a following, but my dude, again, it was for select theaters. Not a lot of people have seen the movie. I want to make sure everyone can get a chance to see Promare before it eventually reaches Blu-ray, because when it reaches Blu-ray, then I'll do my full analysis, and maybe I could use clips from the movie and stuff like that, but again, we'll have to wait and see. So that's what we're going to do, alright? We're going to wait, we're going to take our time, and we're going to wait for the Blu-ray stuff, then we'll fully get in depth, and I'll probably have to see it another 3-4 times to fully enjoy the story, because gosh darn, Promare was sweet, and you should watch it. Promare gets a 10 out of 10. It's literally perfect. Nothing wrong with it. Best movie I've ever seen this year. And I'm not even ashamed to admit that. Maybe Joker will top it. I don't know. I think Joker's gonna suck. The more and more I think about it, I wanted it to be good, but it won't be. Let's just keep it real. It probably won't be. But that's besides the point. So anyways, thank you all so much for coming out to my video. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time.